Greetings and welcome to Road to Guitar Mastery, the ongoing show where I attempt to master the guitar by breaking it down into its most fundamental pieces. Over the last few months, I've been developing the tapping mechanism for my fretting fingers. This allows me to strike the strings, much like the hammers in a piano, and play absent of my picking hand. In this video, I'm going to present several exercises that were beneficial in developing this skill, as well as some interesting hurdles that needed to be scaled in the process. If you go back and look through older videos on this channel, you'll find that I'm a huge advocate for developing each hand separately so one hand never has to reference the other. That thinking is what brought me to wanting to develop this ability. The first major hurdle I faced was applying enough force to actually produce a tone along with a percussive click. My solution was to spend time with each finger individually, hammering away at the same spot from various drop heights. I also constructed finger tapping loops to practice along to, much like Guitar Hero. You can find these resources in the virtual practice loop playlist on this channel. After I had a loop under my fingers, I could then learn to expand it across the fretboard. The first challenge was moving the shape one fret up and then one fret back down. This particular loop ends with a pinky and starts with a pointer finger, so I started by isolating the transition from the first shape to the next. I did the same thing isolating the transition moving down a fret as well. After I could move left and right, I began working the vertical transitions. The best way I found to maneuver between strings without bleed is to mute the old string with the last finger of the loop as the first finger strikes the new string. As a quick side note, the finger striking the new string must hit a bit harder to overpower the last string sound. This is especially true when distortion is involved. So anyways, up until this point, I was hammering away with each note, creating a very short staccato-like sound. The next development was smoothing my sound out with some legato practice. I noticed it took the same drop force from earlier to accomplish this, but the fingers had to remain on the string until the very last possible moment to bleed the two notes together. I found it helpful to cycle all the two-finger combinations to improve this task. The first note would be accented while adding a little vibrato on the second note to ensure I was holding it long enough. From there, I could simply move the pattern up, down, left, and right while trying to maintain a smooth sound. During this process, I also found it helpful to tap out simple chord shapes like this. Another tapping exercise you could try is taking any two-finger combination and slowly increasing the fret distance between them. And as a final exercise, you can tap the same fret while you cycle between each finger, like so. Each of these exercises will help to develop finger independence, which then leads to fretting hand independence, which enables multitasking between hands, which leads to a happier, more fulfilled guitar player. So I really hope you try some of these out. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below and I will do my best to get back to you. I appreciate your viewership, and I will be back with another episode very soon. Take care, everyone.